Hello, everyone. Hello. Welcome, good evening. And also, if you're new around here, welcome for the very first time to all of you. I appreciate you guys being here. We are again gathered here for another live stream, match day 13 of the Premier League weekend. And it is the two giants of football going again head to head with each other. That is Chelsea versus Man United, live from Stamford Bridge, London. And it's certainly to say that City are now level at points with Chelsea after their win against, of course, who? West Ham United, who of course trying to sneak in the top four, but as the thing stands now, it's kind of a mix-up, right? So Chelsea have to pick up the pace again and maybe win crucial 3 points again because they have to maintain the gap at the top of the table. Right now, as the thing stands, Chelsea at the top, but City are neck to neck on the points, and just the goal difference is keeping Chelsea up on the table. That's about it. So that will be enough pressure for Chelsea actually to get in the game and use that as a motivation and do some business against Man United. And of course, Man United in a lot of mix as well, a chaotic mix. New manager, of course, an interim manager coming up soon, maybe hopefully, Ralph Ragnick, and then again Michael Carrick taking charge of the game today. No Cristiano Ronaldo, that is the breaking news today, so that is the one to watch out for. Man United have picked a team, Fred, McTominay and Matic, all of them together, and behind them will be Eric Bailly and Lindelof. So basically, in my opinion, it is more so to do that they want to protect the backline. That's about it, and that's what only keeps coming in my mind because there is no other reason that you're picking Fred, McTominay, Matic. And then again, Bruno is also playing, of course, another fourth midfielder, but I think he will be playing as a false nine, maybe, or who knows. I assume that is a false nine, or could be a diamond actually, if you can play Rashford left, Sancho right, and Bruno through the center as a cam. But more importantly, I think it will be Bruno Fernandes as a false nine, and because Rashford doesn't suit it as a proper striker, he's not a proper center forward, and with the likes of Cristiano Ronaldo, Martial on the bench, I think that Michael Carrick might have done some homework actually to get out of the trouble and play his own card that may be successful against Chelsea. So there is, of course, a lot to think about, a lot to talk about, but certainly we are 3 minutes away from the kickoff, and hopefully both of these teams are well poised in. And on the Chelsea side, it's, of course, injury side. And N'Golo Kante misses out. And Chilwell, of course, who has apparently suffered an ACL injury, and they will reevaluate him along the lines of February, if I'm not wrong. They're saying 6 weeks, but I still think that it will be around February because ACL really actually can ruin your season. But hopefully they are saying it's a conservative one and it is not a thing that they can push on for the longer period. So hope so. But on the other side, Kovacic still misses out due to the injury. Lukaku is back on the bench again like he was against Juventus, but not get any minutes. He will be looking to get on the pitch against in the second half for this Man United game. And then again, Werner starts in. Werner, of course, got a decent run of minutes against Juventus in the Champions League midweek and did manage to score even. So his confidence is a bit high now. Kai Havertz again back from injury, but still on the bench and nothing more. So I still actually have to check whether Kai Havertz is actually on the bench or no, because that is a thing of concern, because I really don't know that if he is on the bench, because Hakim Ziyech, promising performance against Juventus, so he is actually sticking into the lineup, and that's what we are here to see. And 2 minutes only away from the kickoff. I'll just plug in my earphones and we'll talk about the game further down the line. And if you're new around here, of course, please drop a like on the stream. It helps the channel to grow, and subscribe if you haven't. It helps the channel massively again. And once again, if you're new, we are watching Chelsea versus Man United live from Stamford Bridge, London, and it will be a belter. Let's see what happens. Oh, I just bumped my mic. I'm sorry. Let me just pull up the chat in front of me. I'm sorry. Here we are. 37 years young Thiago Silva warming up, getting ready for the game. Hopefully, the home advantage would do Chelsea a lot of good. And of course, the weather has been so bad across the whole England. London is a exception right now because it was sunny very much in the daytime. And apart from all these games, like you saw in the Leicester, you saw in Manchester game, it was like snowy, a lot of snowy. And one more breaking news: Burnley versus Tottenham was abandoned slash postponed, you can say, because of a lot of snow, and the game was called off like an hour and a half ago only. And they said that the level of the snow, the thickness I mean, is up until the goalpost and it's almost on the line, so you cannot actually play football. It will be hard to officiate, it will be hard to actually players to actually visibly see the ball. So it's more or less a drop. But regardless, we are here to play and talk about Man United and Chelsea. So everyone has had and say Man City won, Liverpool won. They have done their job. Now it's Chelsea's turn to put some numbers on the table, and hopefully they'll do so. So excited, man. Brilliant game to start, or just, sorry, end the weekend, of course, Sunday night. Here it is, it's kickoff. Let's go Blues. Of course, both sides now, no out and out center half, so it will be a task for each and every team actually to get the chances and convert them whenever they are presented to them, or the respective forwards, whatever they are. For Chelsea, it is Werner. Of course, they would love to get him on the score sheet. And then again, for United, maybe Fernandes, Rashford, and Sancho maybe, who incidentally scored his first goal of the season for Man United, or the first goal ever for Man United. He'll be on the toes of Rudiger and Alonso, of course, not to mention. And I think Man United would look to press Chelsea a lot, like heavily press them. Here's Reece James, the man in form. Here's Reece James. Sorry, Loftus-Cheek dispossessed on the ball. Of course, Loftus-Cheek is playing in the place of N'Golo Kante, so he has a massive task on his hands. That goes without saying. Nicely done there. Jorginho winning the ball. Ziyech sweeping it. Can Chelsea make something more of it? Chalobah, the young Chalobah, third consecutive game, I think now, or fourth consecutive game, retaining his place on the side, and rightly so, man. Putting on performances after performances. Midweek, first goal ever in the Champions League. Here's Tony Rudiger, here's Timo Werner in some confidence to Callum. Callum just a poor touch, and Lindelof has a chance to clear the ball away. But nevertheless, a start for Chelsea, a sweet start. They're finding themselves in the positions actually that is very effective. So you have to give the credit to them. Here Callum. Here's Ziyech sweeping. Wow. Chance for Ziyech straight away, and he was on it. His weaker side nevertheless, but straight to De Gea. A chance, Chelsea. Shot on target for Chelsea. Inside the first 3 minutes of the game. Just got a little bit of nick on the Lindelof too as well. So a nice save indeed by De Gea there. Here's Reece, here's Chalobah. Communication is the key here. Communicating with your, of course, the nearest player. It's almost the focal point of this game, because in these kind of the games, when you lose concentration, it can prove to be very, very harmful for your sides. Here's Thiago Silva booting the ball up. Here's Marcos Alonso. Wow. Hudson-Odoi still has it. And Hudson-Odoi misses it. Wow. De Gea with a save, actually, indeed. Timo Werner was left shocked that why did Callum not even pass the ball to him. Let's see in the replay whether there was a chance actually for him or no. Wan-Bissaka actually caused it. Yep. Callum should have looked to pass it. I think he got his eyes in the headlines. What a save by De Gea. A massive one. 4 minutes in the game, and De Gea on point again for Man United. Arguably the best player of the season. Okay, head injury here. Bruno Fernandes is down. He's the captain today, mind you. No Cristiano Ronaldo in the lineup. That's a most surprising change. So we have to look at the game at that perspective as well. Cristiano Ronaldo and his leadership. So they would miss him today. Yep. I think it is more to do with his teammate rather than Rudiger. Tellus just bumps into him. He'll be okay. He'll be okay. Just a bump. He's up and running. He's talking. So it will be a drop ball if it's not a free kick. Here's the ball with Chelsea. Rudiger here again. Thiago Silva has it. Thiago Silva's pass intercepted by Telles. Fred dispossessed but is fouled in the process. And United recover the ball as the process. It's all good. Players are pumped up, pushing on. The work rate is immaculate in this game because the work rate, you cannot let the work rate drop because it's massive in these kind of the games, and especially when the two teams are on your back, constantly piling up the pressure and the points. Here's Sancho losing the ball in the process. Alonso quickly grabs it. Yep. Fernandez is arguably playing as a false nine here. Thiago Silva losing the ball. Wow. That was a risky pass. I'm not sure whether he got a shot from his counterpart there. Sorry, the teammate counterpart. Why would the counterpart give him a shot? Here's Thiago Silva with the ball again. Oh, come on, dude. So far, Chelsea, 3 touches inside the box. One of them, of course, 2 touches actually. No, 4 touches actually, wow. One by Callum, one by Hakim, and of course the rest of the 2 were called foul by the ref. I'm not even sure that whether there was a clear contact on the ball as well, or on the player. Here's Chalobah intercepting it neatly. Here's Ruben. Back to Thiago Silva. Bruno is trying so hard to press, and that's the role that he is being given today as a centre forward. He has to lead from the line. Here's Reece James. Not much in it. Trying to play a decent 1-2. The ball goes out for a goal kick. Nicely chased by Hakim Ziyech, not giving up on the ball. That's what you want to see. They're asking his teammates to bump up the field. They don't want to be pegged down in their own half. They certainly want to play in Chelsea's half, evidently by the gestures of the goalkeeper. But let's see how the game pans out. Wow. Solid here by Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Wow, stolen by Ziyech. And again, Eric Bailly, too strong. Elbowing Werner on the other side. Here's the ball back to Hakim. And he's fouled by Matic. Matic, a very clever guy to deal in the certain situations, in the pressure or whatever. But therefore, you cannot give him the benefit of doubt there. He really pulled Ziyech apart. And that has to be called a foul. That's a lot of physical contact and you cannot just let it go. So, chance for Chelsea here. First set piece. I think Reece James will take it. Far off on the right side, but certainly, evidently, a chance for the centre halves to bump up the field and then make some use of it. Wow, in by James, out by McTominay. Here's Timo, trying to shoot, nothing in the shot. Chelsea have it back with Jorginho. Rashford chasing him. And Rashford and Jorginho, that's a very big mismatch in terms of having a race. Here's Hakim Ziyech, very much deep inside, like he was against Juventus. Here's Callum, surrounded by a lot of United bodies there. Here's Werner, trying to cross, and on Chelsea, a first corner of the game. So 10 minutes on the clock. So far, a very even game. Not in terms of chances. or what you can say, very quote-unquote useful chances that would count. Here's Marcos Alonso with the corner. Rings is in. Chelsea header, and it's in the hands of De Gea. Nothing as sought on the target. De Gea looking for a quick release. Can he? He certainly cannot. Everyone's back on the position. Telles has a good foot on him. He can certainly wrap the ball upfield, and United, of course, want to counter-attack. And Chelsea will have to vary of that. Certainly Chalobah and Reece James on that side of the park. Here's Telles again, being pressed by Reece James. Again now, Chelsea pressing United very well. Here's Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Here's McTominay. And Chelsea fouls United again. A let-off for United here. I'm not sure. Ronaldo will be so happy. The manager said that we had a quick chat, of course, and of course in all sorts of the line that, yeah, I'm okay to sit out. That's just a playing 11 decision, and we just out for some pace and something. But I'm sure 36 years younger Ronaldo, he would want that. I really want to be playing, man. Regardless of whatever it is. I am Ronaldo. Wow. A miscue between Reece and Ruben Loftus-Cheek. United have the ball. Ziyech fouls again. I think it was Maric stopping United's break. Here's Charles. James defending well. United for the very first time in Chelsea's half for a longer period of the time. If they want to get something out of this game, they certainly have to spend most of their time in this half. So United going man for man in the field, or zonal marking if you can say, on some sides, because they are not letting the ball pass by easily for any Chelsea of the players. Wow, Timo Werner, but De Gea, wow, so ahead on his toes and gets forward so easily and clears the ball. A chance for Werner there, if he could have intercepted the ball, but easier said than done, right? De Gea was already aware and on this line. Hakim Ziyech, one touch, very good, one touch. Certainly very average there. But I love the part that where he is closing down the defender. The ball goes out of play. The ref says no. And Chelsea pressure again. United have to force the ball back. There's Aaron Wan-Bissaka again. Nice 1-2 with Sancho. And Sancho's ball given away. Hudson-Odoi has it back again. And they have it again. And Hudson-Odoi is still going. But United, a lot of bodies in the park. There are 3-4 bodies actually. And they recover the ball. So United now moving the ball with some poise. But they've lost it again. That lasted around 45 seconds or so, that phase. That was a good job by Fred initially though. After Sancho lost the ball. Reece James so far, we have to say United haven't given him a chance to actually venture up the field because they have not been... It's only 14 minutes only, but there have not been any instances of like switching players, switching positions. So leaving any gaps. That's a positive certainly on United's part. Here's chance for Chelsea again. Loftus-Cheek in plenty of space. So is Rudiger. Sancho chasing him. So is Rudiger again running. Back to Alonso. Can he cross it? He crosses it. Wow. He certainly crosses it. It's on the other side of the field with Reece James. There's Hakim. Chelsea, no one inside to pass to. Here's Tony Rudiger. Here's James in a lot of space for the very first time. Here's Hakim again being marshaled by Fred. Or Eric Bailly. So far in the half. Eric Bailly does well there. And Chelsea still have the ball. Both of these sides quick to move the ball, but they have to make it count as well. Here's chance for Hakim. Can he cross it? He's waiting for Alonso to make a run. There's Tony Rudiger. There's Alonso. There's Callum. Callum is offside. That's a waste of a chance by Chelsea there. And they shouldn't realize more often that against a very good side, like top teams, they won't get a lot of chances. So it's bad. They have to keep their eyes on the line. Just don't give up the false ball very easily. So, 15 minutes gone. Chelsea United so far goalless. Alonso marshalling Sancho there. I think this is a game for Lukaku for sure. You need a centre forward. And it's also a case of managers who will bring the first centre forward out. Ronaldo or Lukaku. Here's Callum fouling on Bissaka. Of course, both of these guys, Callum and Aaron, struggling to get into the international team. Callum more so because he doesn't want to play at the lower level like the under 21 and lower level in terms of the age, of course. And then again, Aaron Bissaka. Plenty of right backs to tough spot contested actually at the moment. Trippier, Reece James, Kyle Walker, Trent Alexander-Arnold, of course. And who knows, there might be plenty more coming down the ranks. Matic, what a pass. And United gives the ball away cheaply again. Rashford this time coming from an offside position. Sancho trying to press Rudiger. Jorginho trying to be clever there, but losing the ball in the process. Can Chelsea recover it back? Yeah, Alonso does well. Alonso gets the ball for his teammate. He has to be more wary of the tread and Jorginho, and then assess the pass. Okay, chance for Alonso here. Can he make something use of the ball? Can he pass it to Callum? He does well. Can Callum take on Hudson-Odoi? Sorry, Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Ziyech shooting. Wow. There was some shape on the ball, but it went over the bar. Sometimes, if you are far off, these kind of the balls drop in the net, not actually sail over. Maybe something more on the ball, more precise. He could have got something on the target. Here's Callum though. Chelsea have the ball again. Jorginho making use of the ball. Here's the ball with Callum. Alonso running in speed. He has it again, but nothing actually inside to cross to. Evidently, United not giving Chelsea a lot of space here. There's Thiago Silva on the ball again. "20 minutes gone, lads. We are watching match day 13 of the Premier League weekend. One of the last games of the Premier League weekend, of course. It is Chelsea versus United, and it's a tough game. Here's Alonso. Does he have a chance to cross? Wan-Bissaka marshalling him very well there, and gets the ball actually as well. Fernandes clearing the danger. Okay, and it's fouled by Rudiger there. Rudiger again, leaving his mark there, leaving Jadon Sancho bamboozled. Man, the reaction was very exaggerated from Sancho. He just straight up got away. Like, got up, I mean. Wan-Bissaka, man. Brilliant 1v1 defender, I must say. Keeps Alonso from crossing the ball inside the box. That's very much a decent one for United there. Chelsea, tidily pushing from the back, building from the back again. It's all about if United switch, they'll be caught. Ziyech is caught off the ball. He's back on the field, Hakim. Here's Bruno trying to thread a needle here for Sancho, maybe. Can he? He finds Sancho, certainly. He crosses it. And then that's a blind cross, but Rashford was always going to make a run for it. And that's a goal kick apparently, because the cross was more or like on the ground. So it rolled outside. Not much more of an aerial threat there. So that it would have actually confused someone behind him, like the likes of Chalobah and Reece James. Rudiger clears here. Like McTominay, a very, very much tall figure here. So far, you can say that convincingly, none of these sides have had to deal with a very dangerous attack. United loses it. Loftus-Cheek has it. Still keeps it. Nice one by him. Wow, Hakim Ziyech, what a touch. Here's Reece James. Can he cross it in? He crosses it in for Alonso. And wow, the ball just bounces. And that's a goal kick. All that was happening in the mix of the play was Alonso anticipated that Aaron Wan-Bissaka might actually get a touch on it, but he missed just the flight of the ball, and it ends up hitting Alonso in the very end, and it goes out for the goal kick. He couldn't wrap his foot around it, man, by the time when the ball came down. That's the thing. Alonso, you can say, a bit rusty. Enjoyed a run in the team, but Chilwell will certainly make the spot on his own. But now it's his. So he has to do the work now. There's Thiago Silva brilliantly nicking the ball away from Scott McTominay there. So far, in terms of clear-cut chances, nothing. You would call this boring. I'm pretty much sure you would call this boring. There is nothing more to tell. Alonso there being pressed hard. Tuchel very animated. Our coach Thomas. And why are you getting caught himself? Sorry, getting yourself caught in that kind of a situation? Werner relatively has had nothing to do right now. Wow. Ball. Wow. A chance for United. Brilliantly defended again. Jorginho juggling the ball. He has it. Here's Loftus-Cheek wiggling away again from the three United players. He still has it. Here's Callum again, but United are back there again in numbers. Here's Callum. Here's to Loftus-Cheek. Here's Jorginho again on the ball. And it's a bit short. That's a bad pass. And Chelsea steal the ball away again. Here's Reece James. Bumped into Matic, and ref says it's nothing. Chelsea have the ball back with Loftus-Cheek. Here's Callum. Alonso in the box can make something happen. And Werner touches it. And it's a goal kick. Unlucky there, Werner. Couldn't direct the ball on the target, actually. A lot of pace on it. If it was much, much further ahead of him, he could have made something of it, but it was a little behind. So a chance there, but a half a chance. I think United are most vulnerable when they are being pressed on. So it is up to Chelsea that actually. Wow. Nice work by Chelsea there. Like we said, they're pressing again. Rudiger making the things work from the back. Here's James. Jorginho, nice switch of play for Hakim. Crossing in, and what a delivery by Reece James, but no one inside the box to tap. Wow. That's where a centre forward, a real centre forward comes in, man. That kind of a delivery, damn. That ball is asking for someone just to get his foot around him. Chance for Chelsea there, but they could not do anything. Lindelof trying to thread a needle. Alonso intercepting it at the park. Here's Ruben. Ruben to Reece. A lot of bodies surrounding, basically overloading the ball side. That's what they're trying to do. United nick the ball away and maybe counterattack Chelsea at the same time. That's what they're planning to do as of now. All the midfield three trying to protect again the centre halves. Werner slips, but he still has the ball. Here's Werner. Wow. Referee says it's nothing. He got the ball. Okay. And Telles is down again. A lot of boos can be heard around Stamford Bridge. Telles, let's see if there was any contact here. Because last time this happened, Sancho exaggerated a lot and he got instantly up. I don't think so, man. He's holding his knee and the contact was pretty much on the back. That's bad. Maybe there was a contact that he got by landing awkwardly. I could be wrong as well because the camera, it doesn't justify the impact. Good to see Reece James coming up and apologizing and just accepting, yeah, I'm sorry. Again, Matt is sitting between their two centre halves, Lindelof and Bailly. Chance for Chelsea again to press United. Kante would have been so brilliant, man, to do the things here, but it's the sort of times that we're living in. Chelsea and injuries, it's going hand in hand, up and down the season, down the road, but injuries have been constant. Like the best of the games that we have players injured. So almost 30 minutes gone now, almost. We are still goalless in this, and if you've just tuned in, we are watching Chelsea versus Man United, matchday 13 of the Premier League weekend, and it's goalless. Both of these sides, of course, very much different positions on the table. Chelsea at the top, United 10th currently, and Chelsea, there is a lot of pressure on them. City level with them on points. Liverpool only one off, so there is a lot to do for Chelsea there. Okay, Chelsea have it. A bit of tussle on the ball, but they have it. Okay, Matic and Rudiger trying to go head to head. Matic, you know, he won't shy against his former club, so Both of these guys were about to go in a tussle. The ref came in between very much. And I think these guys are very clever. So Rudiger and Matic, they know they can't have that kind of a brawl on the pitch. They will be booked. But Rudiger, as we know, phenomenal. He'll take on a fight. And that's the last man you want to take on the field. So as of now, United having to do the chasing of the ball, of course, not the score. There is nothing on the target in terms of goals. Reece James for the first time visible in the midfield. There's Jorginho. United a lot deeper in their own half now. Here's Alonso. Here's Callum. There's Rudiger. Can he shoot? He'll try to shoot. And he hits the bar. What a strike by the centre half. Wow. If that was on inch below, that was going in, dude. Did De Gea get a touch on it? Dude, that's ferocious. Nah. De Gea, I think, hits the crossbar after Rudiger's strike. He falls onto the post. Tony Rudiger is so close to scoring a banger, man. Weeks in and weeks out, this guy's pulling on a show like that. We could have really used that, Tony. But we still have around 60 minutes left on the clock, so you might as well have another go. But, wow, boy. So close for Chelsea to taking the 1-0 lead against United here. But nevertheless, a chance for Chelsea again. So far in terms of the chances and the momentum, Chelsea edging United a little bit. Here's Chelsea with the ball back again. Ruben Loftus-Cheek dancing and toying away with the Chelsea players. Sorry, United players. Thiago Silva, what a challenge. What a challenge. Here's Callum with Werner. There's a lot of space for Callum and Werner to run in. Timo Werner running. Timo Werner shooting. And it's a corner. Second corner of the game for Chelsea. What a tackle by Thiago Silva though, man. Instantly you dispossess Bruno of the ball and then Chelsea turn onto the attack. That's the thing that you love to see. Would love to see a bit more end product in the final third, of course, but nevertheless, a chance that is building on and hopefully Chelsea can score from this. Marcos Alonso taking the corner. Sancho has the ball out to Bruno. Bruno has to clear it. He clears it. Only as far as Hakim Ziyech, who's sitting inside the own United half. There's Chalobah. Still a lot of centre forwards up. Werner to Hakim. Hakim making use of it. Hakim crosses it. There's nothing. The ball goes parallel to the goal. Here's Hakim to Callum. Wow. And another corner for Chelsea. Like we said, Chelsea building up pressure. Chelsea asking question to United's. And they are not letting the game slip by. Just like that. It's goalless but making their opponents work. So far. Here's Alonso with another corner. Alonso crosses it. Nothing on the end of it. Hakim to Timo Werner. Crosses it. Wow. Thiago Silva trying to do a scorpion inside his own right there, but nevertheless. Rudiger still choosing to stay up. I think he has to come back now. Here's Chelsea again with the ball, building from the back. 34 minutes gone on the clock. Mendy there. Losing his footing there in the side. A chance for United maybe to build something on because they have the now ball and Chelsea's have a very rare side in this match. Here's Sancho. Here's Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Intercepted by Alonso. Jorginho trying his best to dispossess Bruno, but Bruno gets out. Fair play to him. This is Eric Bay. De Gea pulling the ball off field. Fred actually gets it. There's Bruno again trying to make himself available. Bruno, of course, a bit of change in the tactics maybe because he was out and not playing as a false nine. Wow, that's a poor giver by Bruno. Here's Callum. Callum shooting and couldn't slot it. This is the second time he has chose to shoot on the goal. He chose to shoot on the goal and just skipping the pass to the Werner. Bruno, man, Bruno. There was nothing on the shot from Hudson-Odoi. Nothing. No venom in it. It could have given a lot of problems to De Gea. Well, Chelsea losing the ball. United give it away again in an instance. Lucky there, Bruno Fernandes. Just lodging the ball in the midfield without a thought. Chelsea doing well there. Jorginho, Ziyech and Werner there forming a trier. A triplet so that the ball couldn't pass through. Here's Lindelof. Again, Chelsea doing well. Chelsea have to make use of the ball. At the end of the day, nothing will come from it if they are not going to make something on the ball. There have been moments, a lot of these moments where both of these sides have lost the ball cluelessly, sometimes with the players in this particular game. So, wow, Ruben Loftus-Cheek taking down Fred like a panzer. I think he goes down so easily. Here's Fred going long this time. Rudiger getting the ball first. Nice to see. There's Chalobah to Jorginho. Jorginho to Thiago Silva. Chelsea moving the ball quickly. United trying to close them very quickly again. There's Mendy. Not a lot of time to think about the ball. Werner. A bad touch on the ball. Nice for Werner. Nicking the ball. But Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Double ricochet. He has the ball. Wow. It's going back and forth with these Chelsea and United players when losing the ball. Hakim Ziyech, brilliant ball. Wow. Werner was overlapping like crazy there. If Hudson-Odoi was able to get the ball in the first place. Almost 40 minutes gone, lads. Goalless so far. Chelsea would love to have a goal before the halftime. They've played so well. But they have nothing to show for it so far. Here's Tony Rudiger. Another chance to have a shot maybe? Nah, that ball is nothing. Fred losing the ball there. Chalobah and Ziyech pressing and they get the ball. Here's Hakim. Crosses it and there is no one inside to get the ball on it. Wow. James wide and it's a goal kick. Hakim Ziyech doing the right thing there, trying to find the pass in the middle, and he does so, but there is no one inside to wrap a foot around it. This is now the second time Chelsea have had a chance to actually get on the scoring sheet in terms of a tap in, and they've just not been present there actually to take the chance. I'm not sure whose job it was actually to be there, but it certainly has to be Timo Werner, but he's playing more of the man. On Bissaka, certainly trying to press now. Does well so. Thomas Tuchel, clearly very much audible in the mic if you're not even seeing him on your screen. Hakim Ziyech, wow, brilliant there. Hakim Ziyech has been doing things on the pitch, man. Someone has to link up with him. So far, these guys haven't even found up the gear. And it has been pretty much average by Chelsea standards, actually, if you go by along the lines of the performances that they have put in. Ruben nicely nicking the ball away, but nothing for Chelsea to capitalize on that moment. Wow. Fred, on an instance, he found Sancho there. That's the exactly thing Chelsea are trying to prevent, but United managed to do that very well there. There has to be a link up between Chelsea's again midfield and the forward line. Otherwise, it will not click. So far, the wingbacks haven't been able to do a lot. Telles, who would obviously you would associate with venturing down the line, trying to cross, hasn't had a chance because he is very much busy defending the side that Reece James is on. So clearly, both of these sides, more so Chelsea, man, they'll be hurt more. A very quiet half, by Chelsea standards. Torreira done brilliant there. Out of position a bit. A man on for Thiago Silva. Is fouled by McTominay. Rodriguez trying to tell him, please lower down your voice. That's my teammate. Rodriguez trying to get on the nerve of McTominay there. So we clearly saw what Fred tried to do there with Sancho. Clearly saw the line. He's up and running. Yeah, overlap the run, and yeah, you're in. Hakim Ziyech being stopped there. And Chelsea have it back. No, they lose it again. Here's Sancho for Rashford. Rashford in a lot of space. Chelsea at the defending now. Don't give him space. Don't back out. Wow. What is that, man? He's trying to be so aggressive, Fred. There was nothing in it. They're trying to just gently push him up the ground, and I don't know, man. What is there actually for Fred to be disappointed about? And here's the floor, man. That's embarrassing. You're making a show of yourself. It's a circus. He has to be booked now, this McTominay. Set piece chance for Chelsea here. There's a pull of a shot, nothing much in it though. No additional time as per the referee because there hasn't been any stoppage or a useful one because nothing to do. Nothing to show for. Free kick for Chelsea. Last piece of action you would anticipate. And wow. De Gea, what a save. Corner for Chelsea just before the halftime rolls in. Wow. Could have just gone on and hit the post, but I'm not sure if it was going inside the goal. But De Gea was taking no chances, evidently. There's Alonso. And that would be it. And that's half. And that's goalless so far. Chelsea would be disappointed to say the less because they have a lot of chances and they were not a lot creative, 50-60% creative. But that is it. And I'll see you guys in the second half. we are back. Second half upcoming in a few minutes time, and we'll be up and running again for the last 45 minutes of the game, and hopefully Chelsea can get on the score sheet. No changes so far in the other side of the scoreline, but will there be changes actually inside the scoreline? Let's see that. Here's United kicking off now. Jorginho, nice tackle there, preventing United to progress up the field. Straight away, making his intention clear that you will not pass so easily. There's the ball to United. Chelsea again now pressing real hard. Matic losing the ball. Wow, so lucky there, Matic. Double ricochet, and he has the ball back in his feet. Tony Rudiger, no nonsense, and gets rid of the ball. I'm sorry. And of course, well, if you're here for the very first time, we're watching Chelsea versus Manchester United. It's match day 3 of the Premier League weekend, 13 of the Premier League weekend, not 3. Live from Stamford Bridge, London, and Chelsea will look to add points. Meanwhile, United would love to, what do we call it? They won't be able to destroy the momentum, but they certainly want to have their own space and make a mark because they are 10th in the table currently. And certainly, the longer it stays 0-0, it's a win for United, in my opinion. Because Chelsea have not played to the usual standards that we have been witnessing throughout the past few weeks. So it's Chelsea's game to lose here. Wow, Hakim Ziyech never giving up. That's what you love to see. Oh my god, such a late call there. Such a late call. We have seen a few moments of exaggeration already from United players. Sancho, Fred as well in the first half. But let's see the replay, whether there was anything or not in that piece of play. Because that earned a huge move from the crowd. Okay, no replays to look at certainly for now. The play resumes. Chelsea now have the ball again with Alonso. There's Hakim. Hakim to Werner. Werner, can he shoot? He shoots, but it's blocked well by Lindelof there. Chalobah takes the ball away from Rashford. Chalobah still with the ball. And is fouled. Rashford has to be booked there. That's a very late and cynical foul from the English international. And he has no complaints. He's walking away from the ref. I'm not sure whether Chalobah was going to do a lot with the ball there, but that's a very bad foul to commit. That's a desperate lunge. Another set piece, another chance for Chelsea actually to make something of it. But Chelsea, no, if they can get the first goal, United have to just bounce towards their own half, and then again, they'll have more open spaces. So, as of now, it's goalless. It's in United's favour. And mind you, Chelsea haven't scored against United since 2019, if I'm not wrong. Marcus Alonso's late equaliser against United only, of course, at Old Trafford, away, of course, to Stamford Bridge. Can Marcus Alonso go from goal here? He doesn't. And Bruno clears it. Wow. And Jorginho with the biggest mistake, and United have stolen the lead at Stamford Bridge. Jorginho has nowhere to hide. Straight up. It's such a bad play from Jorginho there. Well played, Jadon Sancho. Kept his composure and even scored. Wow. Out of nothing, you would not expect a goal from that, man. Wow. Jorginho gave up. He straight up gave up. That's a huge mistake. We have seen these kind of goals before. And United, they'll now park the whole Panzer or the truck behind it. By the way, back-to-back goals for Jadon Sancho in the two games. But that's a mistake. That's a mistake that Chelsea have to live with now. So United straight up on target now. One goal. It's all what it means to them. And Chelsea have basically gifted them this goal. And Tuchel would be furious. Anything that Jorginho gets on it, left or right center, maybe pushes the ball away from the path. But this time around, he wasn't able to. Totally against the run of the play, but it is whatever it is. United would look to do more or less similar again. They'll try to boot the ball off field, and of course, they're playing on the counter, so it works for them again. But what a boost for Jadon Sancho here, man. 2 goals in 2 games. Before that, none in 9 or 10. Jorginho has to get that thing out of his head. It was a reckless moment, but it happened. I don't know now how long until the substitution bench is like stop and quiet. Chalobah gets the ball. All of a sudden, the confidence, man. The confidence, all about the confidence. And it's a statement goal. Nevertheless, against the league leaders, it's a statement goal. Out of nothing. You can do nothing about it, man. Just take that. Chance for United again. Reece fouling again. Rashford off the ball. And that's a booking for Reece James. Chelsea now being hurried into each and every decision. And it's getting nervy out here for the Blues. And they still have Ronaldo to bring off the bench. So let's see how long until Romelu Lukaku is on the pitch. Now United have all the luxury, man. They can now play whatever they want. So this is the second goal that Chelsea have conceded from the open play. Didn't took long after a whole week of talking about it or jinxing it. But nevertheless, it's a goal, man. Again, Sancho steals the ball. The ball's again back to Rashford. He's chasing again. United trying to build on the momentum for the very first time in the United's half at the decent position. Fernandes, will he look to cross it? He doesn't. He's protecting it. So United, all of their default positions in the first half, they were stuck inside their own half, but now very much inside Chelsea's territory. And they're making it count, certainly. Mendy being hurried onto the ball by Bruno there. Shalaba, decent ball to Hakim. Wow, what a ball. Ruben Loftus-Cheek on for Timo. And wow, man, that pass selection was bad. He has to travel with the ball there. But another side, corner for Chelsea. Can they make something of it though? Wow, straight into the ball. Here's Alonso with another corner. Can he make it count though? In by Alonso, out by United body. And it still stays out. It's another corner for Chelsea. How long until Chelsea is going to make a change or forced to make a change? Evidently, the circumstances are that you make a change here. De Gea punches it. There's Hakim. Wow, Fred snatches the ball. Here's chance for United to counter again. Rashford in plenty of space here. Callum defending. Wow. Hakim Ziyech defending there. Not where you want to him. Well, I'm sorry. It's so confusing right now. I just cannot fathom the circumstances, man. Because the whole situation has been turned on the head. The way that we are playing right now, it's totally contrasting to the way that we were playing in the first half. It's like the wheels have come off the bus and they are just rolling away. Here comes Chelsea again. I think around the 60-minute mark, Chelsea will have to make substitutions, 2 or 3, same time. Timo Werner on the corner. Wow. This is now set to be a blockbuster show, this game. Here's Marcos Alonso again. Thiago Silva heads it. Wow. Wow. Oh no, he has to get that on target. Gotta hit the target. He's trying to hit it with his outside foot, but gotta hit the target. If that is certainly on target, it takes a deflection, it might just end up in. But that has to be on target. Romelu Lukaku is watching. He's certainly not warming up. All of a sudden, Chelsea, second favorite to win the ball, second favorite to win the duels. That's what the pressure do to you, man. That's what the pressure do to you. But United, fair play, they have done well here. By the way, that's second Jorginho error to a direct goal. Last season we saw against Arsenal, that was a 1-0 victory for Arsenal in the odd circumstances, if you would believe, because it was really harsh to take, man. That own goal, that pass inside to the own net, Kepa tried to save it, but they brought it back. Arsenal MS with throw on everyone. Okay, United players hurriedly rushing on the ref that it should be a yellow. Rashford doing that brilliantly there. I don't think United would be too keen to launch the ball inside the box. They would be just happy to take the set piece and carry on in the short form. Yeah, that's what they're doing. Ronaldo is warming up. Certainly not the only thing that Chelsea should be worried about, right? Wow, Hakim Ziyech trying to do all by himself. Fred steals the ball. Chelsea having to commit. It's only a 1-0 game, but look at the pressure that United have brought on Chelsea. Just on the subject of the goal, the type of the goal they have conceded, man. That's the only thing that they are more worried about, right? Defended by Lindelof here. Certainly, I saw Ronaldo warming up, but I didn't see Lukaku warming up. I'm not sure whether he's fully match fit or no. Because Thomas Tuchel is not moving on the pitch in terms of bringing on Lukaku or any gestures of sorts. By the way, an hour gone, 30 minutes left in this contest. A lot to do for Chelsea now. Wow, Ziyech trying to shoot. Cleared away by United again. And Rashford can chase again. Here's Callum though. Can Callum go toe to toe? He tries to come up with the gap. And he does that brilliantly with the help of Chalobah. And Chalobah loses the ball in the process. But United have it. Here comes United. Jorginho is not having a good day, man. Jorginho's having a good day, not having a good day at all. And everything you do now will be a mistake. And that would be punished so badly. Who would be on, actually? Yep. Sancho will be the one making way. I think Rashford stays in just on the pretext of his pace. He's more threatening to the Chelsea's defense. Chelsea have to find a way in. Has Loftus-Cheek in plenty of space here. Nothing to do with it. Doesn't find a man actually to hit the target with. Ziyech crossing, and the cross is clearly blocked by Matic here. Matic being clever here, using his body to protect the ball. And United well inside their own half again, defending. I'm sure Ronaldo will be there to just put an icing on the cake if he gets one of these counters, because Ronaldo ain't missing, man. Well, Sancho didn't miss at all, but Ronaldo won't be missing from anywhere near that target. Here's Ruben again. Hard pass there by Ruben. Doing well there to return the ball. Chance for James. Wow, another corner for Chelsea here. An error that would prove very costly, man. That seems like a story of the last season, but that could haunt Chelsea here as well. This Chelsea has a goal in them, but I don't think so. That would happen here. 10 corner for Chelsea and none for United so far. Alonso crossing again. Again defended well by Eric Bailly there. Reece James defending well. Crossing again Alonso. And nothing actually inside. A waste of chance by Chelsea here. Here's Sancho off and Ronaldo on. Certainly a more of a task for Chelsea. Reece James and Chalobah to worry about on the down left side. Or maybe they are out and out striker. So, a few milestones in check here. Lads, if you are concerned about it, Ronaldo 1 away from his 800th goal of career. Alonso, nice tackle here, but couldn't keep the ball. Oh, he does. Foul by Bruno there. I'm not sure how long does Thomas Tuchel keep the hands on the wrist. He has to make a change. Here comes Tony Rudiger. He overcooked it. Pressure seems to be getting to Chelsea, man. And it's day and light clears that pressure is getting to them. So here comes Reece James. Set piece. And it comes off. 12th corner of the game for Chelsea. Here's Ronaldo, not where the place actually he wants to be, defending a corner, but maybe attacking a corner on the other end. Here comes Alonso. Corner again. Defended again. And it's another corner. Alonso having to do the running from one end of the pitch to the other on the offensive side. Wow. Bruno, man, putting in the defensive work. But so far they have been brilliant, man. You can't deny that. Wow. That's a pen. Wow. Thiago Silva is down inside the United half. Let's see what happened there. That's a pen. Wan-Bissaka hits him on the calf, man. That's a pen if you make in contact with the player. A chance for Chelsea. Jorginho hasn't had the best of the days today. Hopefully, man. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed, Chelsea. Come on. You have not done so bad, man. We deserve a goal. We were so dominant in the first half, but that mistake, it's a joke. It's a circus show that we conceded from. So, Jorginho against David De Gea saved his last penalties again. Inside or within my own heart right now, it's bouncing, man. It's literally bouncing. I'm not feeling very well, actually. Jorginho, a chance to amend his mistake. Really amend his mistake. He's up and running. Will he be able to score? A pretty long run up for Jorginho's own liking. He usually gives the keeper the eye. Man, believe it or not, my heart is pumping. I believe in Jorginho, though. He's a cool customer. If it is our day, sliders of the margins, he'll take it. He scores. So calm. Just get behind that mistake and Chelsea are back in it, man. We have 22 minutes or a quarter of the game almost to play, and Chelsea have all to play for. Side netting, man. You don't save those, even if you jumped on the right spot. Side netting. Chelsea have a chance to come back in the game, man. Dude, this is like heartbeats. Skipping, coming up, skipping. Again, a good challenge by Chalobah there. A box office game like I told you, lads. Here's Ruben again. Surely Chelsea have to make changes now, and most basically to suit the game. Here's Hakim. Wow, what a ball by Hakim. Reece James in a plenty of space. He crosses it, and another corner for Chelsea. Fred defends it. You have to show Chelsea that why are you on top of the table? You have to be the worthy contenders, man. So you have to step up. Here's Alonso with another corner. A lot of work to do for Alonso along the lines. Plenty of corners for Chelsea today. Here he comes again. Okay, Fernandes, same position, trying to boot the ball up. Here's Callum, though. Callum. Just a hint off that pass. Fernandes being pushed by Ruben Loftus-Cheek here. Okay. A bit out of position there, Tony Rudiger. Again, Chelsea doing well there to get the ball back. Here's Callum. Here's Timo. He can run on the Lindelof side. He is running. Jorginho furious there. 1-1, lads. If you're joining in for the very first time, we are watching Chelsea versus United, matchday 13. It has been poised up to a good game now. Chelsea conceding a goal, second goal from the open play after a week of boasting around. No goals from open play, only one. They've conceded now finally, and it was a poor one. Jorginho's whole mistake. Wholeheartedly, he has to take the blame of it. But nevertheless, a penalty. He has scored it. Chelsea are back in the game, and let's see what happens now. Werner with Lindelof. Alonso still has it. Ruben. He shoots, but it is blocked well. Here's Callum again. Crosses it, Hudson-Odoi. James heads it in. Oh, wow. ZH on the second tier. Chelsea now coming alive. United now pressed up again in their own half like we saw in the first half, man. United, the way they were playing in the first half, it was all like, you could see the default map. They were all pegged down in their own half. And certainly the goal gave them a lot of confidence, momentum, as it should. And the kind of a goal basically they scored would give them a lot of confidence. But the way that Chelsea converted the penalty and now they're back in the game. And I still can't get my mind around them thing that why is Romelu Lukaku not warming up? Whereas on the other side, Jesse Lingard is actually being ready to come on. He's stripping off his substitute gear. Chelsea, not much visible movement actually on the half bench side. Chelsea have to score, man. They have a goal in them, for sure. Reece James, they're being caught by United's player. I'm not sure who actually it was. I think it was Ronaldo or Bruno. Of course, United are going to maintain the same shape. Bruno alongside McTominay, Fred, Matic inside the midfield. They're trying to protect the back four. And they've done pretty well, so. Chelsea send it long. Matic again, here to take the ball. And does so very neatly there. Wow, Bruno very sweetly. Loftus-Cheek doing the defensive duties there. Ronaldo getting booed by the Stamford Bridge crowd a lot. Thiago Silva has to defend. First corner of the game for United. But nice work there by Thiago Silva, man. Nice work there by Thiago Silva. You can't take nothing of this man. Credit where it's due. United, where they have done the part. Now it's time for Chelsea to do their part again. Alex Telles giving the ball a kiss of fortune. We'll see. Telles with a cross. Clear by United. Chelsea, sorry. But only up until their own half. But further in their own half. Chelsea, a double change. Let's see who it will be. I think Saul can actually come inside the field to actually give it a proper balance. Or maybe just the likes of Pulisic and Romelu Lukaku only in the offensive substitutions. Ziyech still very much full of energy there. Ronaldo doing that nicely. Switching the ball up totally on the right side. Chance for maybe Wan-Bissaka to... Okay, he didn't cross. Wow. Even before I could utter some words, he lost the ball. That's what happened there. Here's McTominay. Backpedaling. Ball back to De Gea. 15 minutes or so left in the second half, lads. Matic has had a brilliant game, man. Matic has a brilliant game. Kept the ball well. Jorginho to Callum. Now, again, United playing the same way, overloading the ball. Basically, a lot of borders around the Chelsea player whenever they have the ball. Alonso crossing. Lindelof there on the position. McTominay clears only as far as Jorginho. Here comes Alonso again. Here's Callum again. Trying to cross. Bruno defending this time. Jorginho, a bit short pass. And that has to be a foul by Bruno, and he'll go in the book. Jorginho, man, Jorginho. A lot of things happening in this game, man. A lot of things. Please do the right thing, Chelsea. Score a goal again. And do the right thing. So Rashford off, Lingard on. Some legs on the fresh legs. Not quicker than Rashford, but certainly a guy who can actually make the play happen and can certainly deliver a pass and finish it even. Pulisic and Mount are coming on. So I think it will not be any Romelu Lukaku up until it is like the last minutes of the game. So Alonso off, Pulisic on. I'm not sure what will be the system here. Pulisic maybe as a left wing back. And Pulisic on the right hand side, I think. Not sure what Thomas is trying to do there actually. Just keeping the players on the pitch. Mason with a brilliant touch here. Just losing the ball at the very end. Pulisic on the right wing back. A strange one, but we have seen him done this before. A very offensive change there by Thomas Tuchel, keeping in mind that Ronaldo is playing on the left-hand side, so he's playing Pulisic up there. Pulisic again drifting. Neat. Werner. Wow. I don't know what the mess was there for. Timo Werner, man, a huge chance. Wow, what a block by Aaron Wan-Bissaka there, man. What a block. Another corner for Chelsea, though. Werner did the right thing. He pulled off the trigger, man. If it was on target, it was going in. Massive block by Aaron Wan-Bissaka there. But it has been that kind of a thing for a centre forward today. Reece James, not on his preferred foot, but playing as a left wing back. I would have thought Aspilicueta would have come on, but not the case. Referee blowing for the advantage there, but Chelsea were in control of the ball. Rudiger finds Mason. Here's Hakim. Hakim step over, shoots, and it is straight to Dier. Dier, not Dier. Man, that step over, I was in the awe of it. That step over was so amazing. Just on the wrong side of the goal, maybe, man. On his weaker side, but nevertheless a chance. 80 minutes done. Here's Pulisic. Okay, Romelu Lukaku is coming on. He injured his ankle against Malmo in the Champions League, so I'm not sure actually what the substitution will be for, but I'm sure it will be someone who will tweak the system. Tweak the system, sorry. Here's Rodiger. He keeps on running. Loses it. Here's Ziyech again. Pulisic, wow. Crossing Pulisic. Reece James hit it. And it goes up. Man, this game has come alive. Pulisic, man, what a touch though, man. The ball was going suddenly out of the play. He controlled it out of nothing. Here's Romelu Lukaku. I think for Timo Werner for sure. Can Chelsea actually provide him something for what the remaining part of the game is left? Dude, you can't wipe the smile off the face just because the game that we are playing in right now has been so many ups and downs. Come on, we have a goal in ourselves, man. Come on, Chelsea. Lukaku. Trying to go long, Fernandes. Marshall well there again. Chalobah under pressure. Chalobah loses the ball. Pulisic trying to defend Fernandes. Pulisic does well. Amazing by Pulisic. But Chelsea are getting ahead of themselves. You have to keep in mind that we are 1-0 better. Sorry, 1-0 equal. Here's Pulisic now in the midfield. There's Hakim Ziyech now. This Chelsea team has to find a way, man. They are the Wanderers. Here's Jorginho. Here's Chalobah. Here's Pulisic. Can he make things happen? Last 8 minutes, there doesn't need to be a disconnect at all. Come on, Mason. And another corner for Chelsea. Man. A lot to do, a lot to do, a lot of business to do. Come on, you Blues. Come on, you Blues. Thiago Silva header and it goes over the bar. Oh, I beg your pardon. It's Loftus-Cheek. That's a chance. That's a very good leap. He got free of his man. More or less comes off his shoulder as well, not off his head. Yeah, comes off his shoulder. Seven minutes or so. De Gea taking his time completely on the ball now. Ruben again on the ball. Pulisic again. Romelu Lukaku running and the ball goes out of the play. He can't do anything about it. But take positives. Rom is back on the pitch. But should be back on the score sheet as well. Mason. Jorginho, nice switch there for Reece James. Reece James going up against Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Crosses it. And man. That's such an inviting ball. That's such a great ball. Can't get my head around it, man. Ruben again winning the first ball. Okay, here's Reece James. James foul, but no foul, says the ref. Is Aaron Wan-Bissaka? Wow, Wan-Bissaka doing very well there. Jorginho gets the ball back. Here's Hakim. Everyone has to run inside. Back to Reese. Back to Ruben. United known they are playing very conservative here. They cannot push so forward up. Inviting ball by Mason there. United sweep and clear. Chelsea have the ball back. Chance for Pulisic again. Here's Ruben. Gets it. Another corner for United. Sorry, Chelsea. I think well over 15 or 16 corners here. So it's 15 corners for Chelsea, 1 for United. And Chelsea snatched the points. All of the points. De Gea. Wow. Just somehow it is out. Reece James does very well there and gets the ball even back to Mendy too. Strong lad there, Reece James. Man, Chelsea. They've looked human today. It takes a little bit of momentum off your top, man. Here's Chelsea again. Here's Ruben again on the ball. Man, deep breaths, long breaths. That's a schoolboy error from Mendy, man. Damn, dude. Bruno's taking his time so early to get off the pitch. Van de Beek comes on in. He's brought on some instructions. It's a back three now. So it's a 3 now. A 5 apparently, not 3. 3 centre house. Matic will of course slide in between them. McTominay, Fred up top. Then Van de Beek upside with Ronaldo and Lingard. Eric Bailly strong there. Mount gets it back. There's Lukaku. Turning. Wow. Hitting United players in the face here. And the referee has to stop. Yeah, it's hit him in the face. Damn. By the way, this has been one of the best United performances we have seen in the recent times. Dude, I don't know how long will there be a stoppage for. 5 minutes of stoppage time. Thomas Tuchel is arguing 5 minutes for what? I think referee is just trying to explain it to him that the time will be added on. Of course, the stoppage is being given for the treatment for McTominay, so they will add on the top of it, add on the top of it. This might be a concussion substitute, if anything for United. They have a chance to cover up a man. Okay, Ronaldo is booked there. And a huge cheer from the crowd here. So a drop ball. Wow. Chelsea lost the ball here. Wow, Loftus Cheek, man. It has to be a foul, man. Ref, come on. That's offside. And Thiago Silva does well. That has to be offside, man. Thomas Tuchel is so furious. He was miles offside in my opinion, man. Miles offside. He's miles offside. And they have a corner out of nothing. And if United were to score from this corner. Theatrics. Here's a bonus corner for United here. Chelsea have to defend it. Tell us again. Crossing. Thiago Silva clearing. Ziyech preventing it. It's a corner. It's a throw in. Nice. Plenty of time that. And it's Chelsea's ball. United fouls Shalaba. Man, Matic has been phenomenal this time. And Jorginho takes one for the team here. And is booked. Ah, come on, dude, Fred. So much of time wasting. He'll be booked now, Eric Bhai. This should be around 100 minutes of the time. That should be clocked on the regulation board for actually playing. Because the whole set of 5 minutes have been wasted, man. Two right backs going toe-to-toe against each other. And Chelsea have it back with the likes of Lukaku shielding it. And McTominay retrieves the ball back. Wow, chance for United. Rudiger wins it. Here's Mason. Here comes Chelsea. Here's Hakim. Wow, what a ball from Hakim. Pulisic crossing in. Crosses it. Oh my god, Rudiger. With a chance of the game. Man, as if this game didn't have a lot of talking points. Rudiger in acres of spaces. Maybe he takes that first touch and then booms it in. And he crashes it in the third tier. Dude, this game. It's one of those days, man. The day you make mistakes on, it will stick by you eventually and you're not getting the result you wanted, but just the middle ground. Ah, dude. And it's done. What a fascinating narrative, but it is what it is, man. We dodged a bullet there, but it is what it is. Kudos to United, credit to United. They put in a shift today, and that's it for this stream. Thank you for tuning in, and as always, thank you for your support. It means a lot. If you subscribed, if you like, massive thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in another stream maybe. Bye bye. Until then, take care.